Okay, this is a question from the Level 1 Functional Skills sample papers, and this is from the calculator paper. So I've gone for question 7, so this is where the questions start to get a bit more wordy and a bit more tricky. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is forgetting that they're on the calculator paper and therefore forgetting that they can use a calculator. So they will throw a few trick questions in there where you don't actually need a calculator because they don't want you to just rely on it and think you need to use it for every question. But you also don't want to do the opposite of that and forget to use it and be wasting time and making silly errors by trying to do all your calculations in your head. So we're just going to go through how to break down this question and how to answer it. So a gardener needs to order fertiliser for a piece of land. Good for him. That's just a bit of background information, it's not actually that important. The piece of land is a square with sides measuring 8 metres. Okay, so that is important information. It's important that it's a square and it's important that the sides are 8 metres each. So in my working, I'm just going to draw my little 8x8 square. Just to remind myself, this is what we're working with. This formula shows how many grams of fertiliser she needs. Well, I don't even really need to highlight grams. They've already put it in bold for me. That's really important information that I need to remember. And then I've got this formula here. So the grams of fertiliser is the length times the width times 25. Well, the length times the width is just the area anyway. So this can be simplified to basically be area times 25. So the area, I know that this is a square, which is 8x8. So I just need to multiply them together. My area is 64 metres squared. So all I need to do is work out 64 times 25. This is where I remember that I'm on a calculator paper and I don't need to do this in my head. So I'll put it in my calculator and that will give me 1,600. Now I need to remember, this is in grams. Okay, now the supplier sells these different bags of fertiliser. Now this is in kilograms. What I need to do is convert this grams into kilograms. Okay, there's 1,000 grams in each kilogram, so I've got 1.6 kilograms here. So I can't get the 1 kilogram bag, that won't be enough. The 10 kilogram and the 5 kilogram will be far too much, so I need to get the 2 kilogram bag. It doesn't matter that I have a bit left over, it's important that I have the most appropriate amount and I've got enough. So they need to get the 2 kilogram bag, and that's my answer. Okay, my working and my explanation is all here. I've shown you how I've worked it out. I've done this conversion and that justifies having the 2 kilogram bag. Okay, you can then in your explanation just say 1 kilogram is not enough. We need 1.6. Okay, so the 2 kilogram bag is the most appropriate one. It's already got my units here for me, so I don't need to worry about that, but always have a check because quite often you need to include the units yourself, and if you don't, you can get penalised or miss out on marks for not including them. But there we go. Again, a quite wordy question with diagrams and formulas. Actually, it's quite easy. I just needed to work out the area, multiply that by the 25, and then just work out in kilograms which bag they need to get. Okay, 3 marks, done.